Here's the moment you've been waiting for, the review for exam number 2. Remember, this is an open book, open notes, collaborative exam. I want you to discuss questions if you have them with each other and help each other get the right answers and take your time and get it right. This is more of an in-class exercise to once again review and make sure that the information is in your mind. Section 1 is true or false. Here you will find a list of office practices and policies. If it is a good practice in terms of HIPAA compliance, you will write a true, a T for true. If it's not good, then the answer will be false. Pay attention to the bolded words as they will affect your answer. And it's possible in your exam, on your certification exam, that you will have bolded words, and if they are not bolded, you bold them in your mind so that words like avoid and words like accept help you to get the correct answer. True or false? Staff members avoid discussing PHI among themselves or with patients or family in public areas. True if it is a good practice, false if it is not. Fax machines are monitored frequently throughout the day to ensure that PHI-related information is only accessible to authorized people. Once again, true if it's a good practice. False if staff members have individualized secure passwords for access to PHI. You seem to be stuck. Okay, here we go. The answering machine is at the front desk, and incoming messages can be heard by any person who is in the waiting room. The daily patient list includes PHI and is not accessible or visible to unauthorized people. Computer monitor screens are visible to patients from the check-in and check-out window. Charts that are lying on desks are turned face down so that no identifying information can be seen. Papers that contain PHI and are being discarded are shredded immediately or are locked in a receptacle for shredding at a later time. This is a good. Patient records or charts are stored in a cabinet or room with a lock and are routinely secured when no authorized person is attending them. A HIPAA compliance officer has been appointed and provides training and resources to staff as policies and procedures change. This is a required practice. Section 2 is multiple choice, and I am going to merely give you the answers, the correct answers here, as they will be hidden among incorrect answers on the test. Both acts and omissions regarding HIPAA intentionally reporting a service at a higher level than what a compliance plan often includes. Now remember, a compliance plan is the covered entity's directives to its employees in order The Office of Civil Rights, or OCR, may refer criminal cases to the Department of Justice, or DOJ. Civil money penalties cannot exceed what amount for all violations of identity. The greatest criminal penalty can be imposed when the crime is, again, using PHI for profit, gain, or harm. And think of the case study we did when the covered entity employee gave a relative his password and ID, and so the relative accessed PHI and used it to set up a identity theft. Now section 3 is a test of vocabulary, and it's matching, and there's a lot of it. So we're going to just review vocabulary definitions here. What is the DOJ? Civil violation. An administrative law judge is a person empowered by an administrative agency, which could be a state or federal, to make binding decisions about the application of law to a situation. And an administrative law judge may be the first level of determining whether there has been a HIPAA violation, and whether an individual may be held accountable for that. Other examples of administrative law judges that you may have encountered in your life is if you have ever had an unemployment hearing, you've been in front of an administrative law judge who specializes in unemployment hearings, or unemployment, let's see. Another example would be if you've ever been applied for disability. Upcoding. Qui-tam. Qui-tam means let the superior answer. Oh. An advance directive. An advance directive is a written set of instructions expressing your wishes for medical treatments. And one example of this is a living will. Now, death. Death occurs when an individual who has sustained either 1. Irreversible cessation of circulatory and respiratory functions, or 2. Irreversible cessation of all functions from the entire brain, including the brain stem. This individual is dead. And this is from the Uniform Death. A healthcare power of attorney. An internal audit. A living will. Euthanasia. Brain death. This is an irreversible loss of consciousness with complete loss an external audit. This is what happens when there is a HIPAA violation in a covered entity and it is of such a magnitude. So a little bit more of the true and false. No tricks here, nothing special, just true or false. Here we go. Assisted Pennsylvania It's a good practice. It is a good practice to have unattended computers return to screensavers or the It is better for a covered entity. And guess what? You're done. Good luck on your test. Take time to look things up. You want to get them right. What's the point of doing this if you're not going to get them right? Right? Okay, enough about me. Thank you. Good luck to you. You're going to do fine.